Welcome to parspicks. Parspicks is a free Facebook application using which you can predict FIFA World Cup 2014 matches and get points based on how close your predictions are to the actual outcome of the matches. You can also predict which teams will advance to higher stages and earn points based on your advanced predictions, also known as bracket predictions. I developed a similar concept for Euro 2012 and FIFA World Cup 2010. Not to this extent though. Although previous versions did not have numerous features provided by parspicks and they did not have any Facebook or social network integrations, they were so much fun. My friends and I couldn't wait for a match to finish to see who got more points. Couple of many unique features of parspicks is as follows. Parspicks allows both game predictions and advanced predictions. Parspicks allows you to set up your own group with your own rules to calculate points. Parspicks is integrated with Facebook, making it easier for you to connect with friends all around the world. This is why I believe Parspicks is the perfect application for soccer lovers who want to socialize and who want to have lots and lots of fun watching World Cup. So join Parspicks and let Parspicks double the fun of the World Cup.
Now let me show you how the app works. To predict matches, click on Predict Matches, go to the group you want, and enter your predictions. 2-1, whatever, Australia 1, Netherlands 2, and click the Predict button. Now, you can change your mind and change your predictions as many times as you want, as long as the match hasn't started. When you're predicting a match, you see we have options: none, risk, and settle. Let me explain what they are. Risk. If you feel some level of confidence in your prediction, you can take a risk. If you risk and correctly predict which team wins, or you predict a draw and the match draws, you get some bonus points. But if you predict incorrectly, you will lose some points. Let me explain what settle is. If you have no idea what to predict, you can decide not to predict the game in exchange for a fixed number of points, in which case you will earn some points no matter what, but you also lose your chance to score many points. I will explain risk and settle later in this video. Parspicks has advanced predictions, also known as bracket prediction. Click on Predict Advances to enter your advanced predictions. Basically, you can predict which teams advance to each level all the way to predicting which team will become the next world champion. And you have to submit your advanced predictions before a set date, basically before June 17th. Before the June 17th deadline, you can change your advanced predictions as many times as you want. And the application compares your advanced predictions against the actual outcomes and gives you points based on that. This will be discussed later in this video when we are discussing the point calculations. Now let's see how we do our advanced predictions. The first step is selecting the first and second group in each team and then completing the bracket. Once you're done, you click the submit button. Here, Group A, Brazil first, Croatia second, Group B, Spain, Netherlands, Group C, Ivory Coast and Colombia, here Italy and England, this one let's say France and Switzerland, Argentina, Nigeria, Germany, Portugal, Belgium and Russia. If you change your mind, you can click again and remove the teams that you selected. Very easy. Now, between Brazil and Netherlands, let's say Brazil wins, Ivory Coast versus Italy, Italy, France, Nigeria, France, Germany, Brazil, Spain, England, Argentina, Portugal, Argentina, Spain, Argentina, Brazil, and let's say Brazil. Submit. And you're done. As simple as that. As I said, you can change your mind before June 17th and come back and change it. Now let's see how the points are calculated. Let's discuss single match point calculation first. The idea is pretty simple. You will earn points as follows. Predicting the winner or predicting the draw correctly gets you 4 points. Predicting the goal difference correctly gets you an extra 2 points. Note that if you say 2-1 and the game is 1-2, you don't get that 2 points. It means if you say 2-1, it means team 1 scores 1 more than team 2. So don't get confused there. Predicting the exact outcome will get you another 4 points. Risk has 5 points and settle has 3 points. Basically, risk gets you 5 additional points if predicting the winner or predicting the draw correctly. But if you risk it and you're wrong, you will lose 10 points. That's why we call it risk. Settle has 3 points. If you settle, you will get 2 points no matter what the outcome of the game is. Let me use an example. I think that way it will make more sense. By the way, this is a demo website in which we just assume all the games are done. We know all the scores and results, and then you go predict it. That way you can see how the scores are calculated. Otherwise, I had to ask you, okay, go there, make your predictions, and wait till the World Cup starts. I don't think you would find it very interesting. So this way you will actually see how it works before the World Cup actually starts. So for the sake of argument, let's say Brazil-Croatia is Brazil 2, Croatia 0. I go to predict matches and I predict it as 1-0. So I predicted the winner correctly. I go to my points, go down, you see I get 4 points. Now, if I go there and group A, I risk it and predict. I go to my points. I jump to 9 points. Note that this is not what's happening in the real world. When the World Cup starts, you predict it, then you have to wait till the match starts. This is just a demo. Now, if I predict it as 2-0, the exact match result. This is group B, group A. I say 2-0. I predict it. Go to scores, points. You see now I have 15 points. And now this one shows you the score breakdown, the point breakdown basically. 4 points for win, draw, lose, 2 points for goal difference, 4 points for predicting the exact scores, exact match results, and 5 points for risking. Now if I go and settle, predict matches, group B, I settle. Again I went to group B. Group A, I settle, I predict, I go to my points. As you can see, I get 3 points, and it doesn't matter what I predicted for this match. I said, give me 3 points, let me go. One other thing is, now let's do more. Let's go and say the game draws or Croatia wins 2-2. And no option. I submit that. Go to my points. You see, I get no points. Now, if I risk it and I say it is 2-2 and I risk it, I'm gonna lose some points. Go to my points, and as you can see, I lost 10 points. One more thing to consider is, you go to this score breakdown, it has this stage multiplier. Basically, the higher the stage, the more important the game is. So every stage has its own multiplier. the 16 teams stage has a multiplier of 3, meaning that whatever score you earn will be multiplied by 3. The higher we go, these numbers grow. You want to see the multipliers? Let me show it to you. Go to group points. All the word group is that everybody belongs to. 16 teams stage multiplier is 3. So let's predict a match in quarterfinal. Um, Quarterfinal. Let's say Brazil Netherlands 2-1, and I also risk it. Since this is a demo website, I have a place that you can enter fake results. That was Brazil Netherlands. Let's say it was 2-0. So now let's look at my scores, my points. I go down here. Where is it? Match on Brazil Netherlands. So as you can see, I get 4 points for win, draw, lose, 5 points for the risk, 9 points, and then it is multiplied by 3. So I get 27 points. I guess now it is very clear to you how game scores are, game points are calculated. Now let's see how points are calculated for advanced predictions. For every correct advanced prediction in each stage, you get points twice as the multiplier of that stage. For example, if you predict Brazil will advance to quarterfinal stage and Brazil does advance to quarterfinal stage, you will earn 12 points because the multiplier of quarterfinal stage is 6. Predicting a champion correctly will get you 100 points because that stage has a multiplier of 50. For the sake of argument, again, this is a demo website, and consider this is how it goes in the World Cup. And these are my predictions. Of course, they are pretty close because I did both of them. Now look at my points. In 16 teams stage, I got all 16 of them correctly, 6 points each, 96 points. Quarterfinal, 8 teams, I got 7 of them correctly, 84 points all the way. So pretty simple. And again, note that you can change your advanced predictions before June 17th as many times as you want. Okay, now it's where it gets interesting. Parspicks, as I mentioned before, allows you to set up your own rules within your group. The last time for Euro 2012 and World Cup 2010, myself and my friend couldn't agree on what parameters to choose to calculate the scores. So now you can create your group and set your own rules pretty simply. You go to my group and you update the parameters. The multipliers, some people don't like it. Change it to whatever you want. The win, draw, lose points, goal difference points, exact prediction points, risk points, and settle points. Change them to whatever you want. Give your group a name, any name you want, and update your group. Then you can simply invite your friends to join your group. And you can create one group and you can join as many groups as you want. When somebody invites you, you can go to this invites page and it shows you the people, your group invitations. I don't have any at the moment. Pretty simply. One very important point. Since different groups have different parameters, your scores in different groups will be different. Go to this group points. It shows you all the groups that you are a member of and shows you your score. You see the scores are different. The group All the World and the Facebook friends are the fixed groups, and you cannot change the parameters. The other ones are either the group that you created or the groups that you have joined. It brings up another question. Now, let's say I have a group and friends are in my group. If I go change the parameters, the scores will change. How would they know what I changed? Very simply. For example, this is my group. I click on it. It shows you the group parameters. And it also has a link for group updates. So it brings this table, shows how many times I updated the group. And for example, you go here, it gives you date. And also, actually last time I didn't change anything. Let me go to another one here. For example, at this date, I changed it and I changed the group stage multiplier. It was 2 and I changed it back to 1. So if the group administrator changes something, you can easily know. When you go to my group, you have the option to remove people from your group. And when you join a group, you have the option to leave a group. Of course, if you leave a group, you need another invitation to join back. The rest is quite easy and straightforward. After you do your predictions, you can go to group points. We are there already. Sorry. So for each group, it shows you the points, you're ranking that group, and a link to see the points that others have earned. For example, in my Facebook groups, I go to points and it shows my point and what others did. For example, I go to this person, my friend Arya, and it shows me what Arya did, what scores Arya earned. Note that you cannot know what others predicted for a particular game until the game starts. So as soon as the game starts, nobody can predict the game anymore, and you can see what other people have predicted for that game. The same story for advances. June 17th is the deadline. So before June 17th, you can go and change your mind, but you cannot see what others are doing. As soon as June 17th, you cannot change it, and you can see what others are doing. And it is also has a link, compare me and Arya. So when you go there, it shows you a table and compares you and Arya, and it shows where you got more points, where Arya got more points. Back to group points. Of course, you cannot leave your own group. And one last thing is this refresh button. Let's say for whatever reasons the list of your Facebook groups is not doesn't contain what it should, so you can go here and simply update the list of your the Facebook friends. As simple as that.